Hey y'all, this is AL Thick Madame. Y'all, I'm out and about running errands, eating breakfast, the kind that I don't need in my life, but this is, my birthday countdown, so I'm just doing what I want. And in all actuality, I've been losing weight. Not necessarily trying, and definitely not a New Year's resolution for me, but that is something that I've been doing. I checked last night. I was like, I feel like I lost weight. Let me see. Y'all, I had lost 5 pounds. Y'all be doing the most. But yeah, I do have to get some more cardio in. But other than that, I've been doing pretty good. And I mean, it's not me really trying to exercise like that. It's just I have to move so much. And, what I eat and drink and all this other stuff, like, it ain't nothing crazy. It's actual normal stuff. But I just figured I lost weight, and then I checked. And then I was like, oh, I done lost 5 pounds. Cool. But anyway, y'all, I'm just finishing up my my little junk food that I don't need breakfast-wise, which is a Chick-Fil-A biscuit and hash browns. And an Arnold Palmer with no ice. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. I'm sorry. First time in my life that I ever had Chick-fil-A was when I was in this organization and we were following the Underground Railroad, and we were going to be on our way back to Montgomery, Alabama. So we'd already went up through Canada and all that. Then we went to Michigan, somewhere in Michigan, and this was on our way back. So we stayed in a hotel, and across the street, and I mean, it was a luxurious hotel, considering we were like high school. Most of us were in high school, so I was like, oh gosh, wow. For that to be what that was, and the government fit the bill, I was like, ooh, yes, Lord, hallelujah. But it was really nice. And I just think that it was luxurious because of the fact that it was where it was located. But anyway, there was a Chick-fil-A, and I've been hearing about Chick-fil-A. Y'all, Chick-fil-A originated in Atlanta, Georgia. And I'd never had it, and we have them back home. And I just never had them. I never heard anybody go crazy over it or whatever, y'all. So, to make a long story short, there was one across the street from where we were staying, and they were like, well, we're leaving in however long it was going to be, because I, used to be very, very on time and all that good stuff. But now I've got to the point where I'm going to be, like, literally right on time, depending on what the situation calls for, and not be an hour or two ahead. But anyway, I was on time early. And then I was like, well, I guess I'll go and see what it's hitting for. So I went and got it. Y'all don't mind me. And I was like, well, hopefully can't nobody mess up a chicken biscuit, hash browns, and something to drink. Okay. Well, what is these people doing? Do y'all understand? I'm sorry. Y'all, it is cold as I don't know what. And there are a group of people just standing behind me in the next row, just standing and talking like it ain't freezing out here. We had like wind advisories and everything yesterday. Y'all, yesterday, I think I told y'all already, if you've watched my little review. Excuse me. Then when I left for work, it was raining cats and dogs. And hailing at the same time. And I was confused because it was not even supposed to be doing any of that. The rain was supposed to stop. We'd already had rain for like 2, 3, 4 days straight, which I'm cool with. But now we're factoring in it's cold as well. And I mean, it was raining hard. Now, had I known it was doing all that, because when I woke up, I didn't hear none of that. Normally, when I wake up And I really would hear it, and I'm like, ooh, okay. And I know I need to leave earlier. And I left. I usually leave 15 minutes before I'm supposed to be at work because my job is 10 minutes away. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not giving y'all more time than I need to. Not at that place. I'm sorry, I'm just not. Very dedicated. No matter where I'm working, even if I'm cleaning a toilet bowl. But I ain't doing all that. Y'all want too much. They be wanting too much as it is, and they don't pay enough, so. But the Lord is in the middle of blessing me with upgrades, so I won't complain. Anyway, y'all, it's cold as I don't know what. And then, y'all, when I got off work, tell me why snow flurries came almost every single Friday for the past, like, 3 weeks. I get off work, and I'm like, I know that's not snow. It really will try to snow. And I'm like, if you don't go somewhere and sit down, I cannot stand snow. But anyway, y'all, back to the story. Y'all, I had Chic-Fil-A for the first time. So I brought it back to the bus that we were on. It was a chartered bus. So I'm like, well, it smelled pretty good. Hopefully they did it all right, you know. And I got lemonade because I love lemonade. And I was like, well, hopefully they ain't messed that up. Well, I guess they follow the same recipe and, you know, get the same lemons and all that stuff that they do at all the locations, especially the one in Georgia, because when I ate it, and keep in mind, y'all, I ate this sandwich and hash browns, and it was like a normal sized lemonade. I had that before 8 a.m. that morning. Well, tell me why it took us, oh Lord, maybe 13, 14 hours to get home or something like that, I think. I think it was something like that because we were on a bus. You know, the buses are slower and we have to stop a few times because there were so many of us. You know, over 20 people. It's quite a few people. And we had to stop and eat and all the other stuff. But y'all, telling y'all, I ate that before 8 a.m. That was my first time having it. I was full. I didn't want nothing when we stopped. And all I would do was use the bathroom. Because I don't want to use the bathrooms. I don't want to use the facilities on the bus. Y'all, I done sat up here. This person is doing the most. I done sat up here and I'm eating my food. I done ate my food. I'm full. Like I said, I didn't eat at the other places and all that stuff. Y'all, I actually, when we got home, my mama came and got us. I think my mama and my daddy came and got us from Alabama State University because that's where we always used to meet up. We would meet to get on the buses where we were going to go and travel to, and then they would drop us back off there in front of what used to be called the Acadome. We ain't gonna get into that. You know, if you from there or you have gone to Alabama State University, you already know what it is. As far as the name change that has happened a couple of times now since back then for me. Y'all, got home. I don't sleep. I don't play that. I do not sleep when I travel. I do not play that. I don't care how amazing of a driver you are. I cannot sleep. I'm always afraid something is going to pop off. I don't know why. I stayed awake that whole time, looking around, looking crazy. This was before I would have been able to be on a cell phone and just using up all kinds of data, doing the most, doing all that. Y'all, I didn't get my first cell phone until I was going to college. Literally, in summer school, the government, that same organization, paid for me to take 3 core courses that would be able to be transferred to any college. And I got a track phone. Y'all let me know down in the comment section if you know about a track phone, honey. Because that's exactly what I had. I lived for that little thing. I lived for that little phone. Lord, the minutes. I can't. But anyway, so I ended up doing that. My daddy and my mama picked me up and went home. So since I told y'all, I didn't sleep for between 10 to 14 hours. So then I got home, wound down, and I went to sleep. Cool, right? Y'all, I stayed asleep for over 10 hours. That's how exhausted my body was. Because yeah. And I'm the type of person where I always would get my 9 hours, 8 to 9 hours anyway back in the day. But now it's been weird. Y'all excuse me. I'm always picking my face. That's why I have all these blemishes now. I'm sorry. I can't help it. But anyway, y'all, I woke up. My mama tried to wake me. At first, she didn't wake me up because my mama know I live for my sleep. And then she was like, oh, well, she tired. She don't sleep when she travels, so I know she tired. So I woke up to use the bathroom, half sleep. She asked me, do I want something to eat? I was like, no, I'm good. When I finally woke all the way up, y'all, my mama thought I wanted something to eat. Nope, didn't want that, y'all. I hadn't eaten in 48 hours. I was still full from Chic-Fil-A. What in the world? What in the world? That is crazy, right? That is so crazy. But yeah, y'all, in all honesty, even though I'm fat, beyond overweight, and all that, I'm obese. I'm the type of person that I'll eat my feelings, but when it comes to just eating normally, unless it's that time of the month, I don't eat like that. I don't eat like a bird necessarily, but there are times where I'm like, oh, I just want this. And like, it's a really small portion. And it ain't, and I live for stuff that's considered to be healthier. So I really don't have an issue with losing weight as far as, you know, just getting out there and doing it. But as far as me executing and having that motivation, it's hard. It's hard. Anyway, y'all, that was crazy that was my first time having Chick-fil-A. I was grown. I had never had Chick-fil-A, and Chick-fil-A came about in like the early to mid 90s. And when this happened, it had to be 1999 or 2000 or something. Because when this happened, when I went on this trip, this was like senior year or something. So I was like 17, 18 years old. So this was when I graduated high school. That was 2002. So it was between 1999 and 2002 when I went on that trip. So yeah, Chick-fil-A had been around for quite some time, and they had been, you know, working its way up throughout the United States. So I don't know how in the world that happened. That I had never had it, and then I had it, I don't know how many miles away from home. Like, woo, probably about 1,000, like 1,000 or something. I think so, because like where I live now in VA, it's like 800 and something, like 800 or 900 or something miles away. So it had to have been like just about 1,000 or something, if not actually 1,000 or something miles. So yeah, that was my first time having Chick-fil-A. Maybe this is gonna be a story time about my first time having Chick-fil-A, and then tying it in with weight loss and all that other stuff. But yeah, like I said, I struggle with weight loss because I go through things to the point of where it for me, like when prime example for me, in 2010, I lost 2 of my uncles. And because I wasn't at home at the time, and I had personal reasons as to why I wasn't really associating with some people, you know, basically to protect my peace, I didn't know about these deaths. And in all honesty, people were trying to protect me from knowing about said deaths. Y'all, I found out about them. I was so distraught that I couldn't hardly function. So I missed their funerals. I didn't even know about them dying. One of them, I just knew he was gonna live forever. So that messed me up. So for me, stuff like that, people know that I get really emotional when it comes to certain family members and just people I'm really, really close to. I don't take stuff like that very well. I just don't. Even if they're sick, I don't take that news very well. And everybody already knows me for that. So stuff like that. And then the rapes, of course, and the molestation and all that stuff compounds over time. And I'd already told y'all I hadn't even seen a therapist until I was, 25, 26 years old. So that was a long time coming for me. 9 years old, all this stuff started happening to me, and I hadn't seen anybody until I was almost 30. And I actually never thought I would, but I'm grateful that I did. But it happened to open up a lot of stuff, kind of kind of like Pandora's box, so to speak, but it's like I knew I was eating my feelings, but I didn't know how to like put a cap on it at times. And I mean, I'm better about it now. I am a whole lot better about it now, but something traumatic did just happen to me last year. Very traumatic. And I kind of fell into that pattern a little bit, but I'm thankful that it's not like it was. It lasted as far as how I feel. It's not as bad now as it was then, and how it's been in the past. So I'm not eating my feelings as much. I just wanted this Chick-fil-A today. The plan was, on my birthday, I was going to get me some Chick-fil-A for breakfast. Eat nothing at work. And when I get off work, I'm going to go get my favorite food from this Mexican place and make me a tie-dye sort of margarita, which is going to consist of white peach and possibly strawberry. I think that's what I'm gonna do, or just white peach, because white peach is delicious. I don't know what in the world, but that's delicious. But then after I'm done with that, I'm gonna get back into doing what I need to do for myself, which is, you know, eating better, because that's what I've been doing. I've been having my on and off again, but I'm trying to be more consistent like I have been in the past, because when I stick to stuff, like, you really can tell. So yeah. People have asked me what I do, and I'm like, what? And it's like, most of the time when I'm losing weight, I don't realize I'm losing weight until people tell me that they're seeing it in my face and in my waist and all this other stuff. Like, I have a smaller waist anyway, considering that I'm huge, but people say they can see it. And then, like, until I can see it as far as clothes fitting differently, I never believe it for myself. But I feel like if you want something bad enough, that you will do what you need to do to go on ahead and correct that and get it done. So I'm working on myself. I am a work in progress. I am forever a work in progress. My weight has fluctuated so much throughout my whole life, to the point of where it doesn't faze me like that, because I just know, like, I'm like, well, because like one year, y'all, in recent years, I went and got on a scale, like, randomly, because somebody was like, oh, well, get on the scale, see how much you weigh. I'm like, okay. I'm thinking I'm still, like, at my heaviest, which has been, like, 360 something, which almost was around the point, almost 370. That's the most I've weighed. And I get on the scale, that mug say 290 something, and I was like, huh? I ain't seen the twos since the 99 and the 2000s on thing. Like, what is going on here? Like, I'm for real really looking like, what? I was like, no, this got to be wrong. Went to another scale, and it was the same, and I was like, wow. And to me, my clothes still fit the same. I don't know. Like, I guess it was, like, in the stomach or something, because I was like, well, where'd it go? When? Where? All of it needs to just leave my stomach in the back fat, because for me, like, when I was in high school, I didn't have a stomach. I was wearing medium-sized shirts, believe it or not. My bra size was still a D cup, but I was wearing medium-sized shirts because I didn't have a stomach and I didn't have back fat. So I've always been pear-shaped. So I always had booty, hips, thighs, and all that. I always had fat arms, but that didn't matter because I don't really like wearing long sleeves that often. So I wear short sleeves and all that stuff throughout the year. And like in the summertime, we like wearing sleeveless stuff from time to time, and it's very comfortable and it's very breathable. So that's what it is. So for me to go from wearing medium-sized shirts in my senior year of high school, where I was a size 20, 18, and 20. I went up to like a 20. I think I was 18. And then I went up to 20 and 22 a little while after I got into college. But I didn't have a stomach. I didn't have back fat. I always had ham hock calves and all of that, y'all. And I've always been able to just eat whatever I want to eat, and I would exercise and just do whatever I was going to do. But it was never to the extent where I was really trying like that. Like, I'm just the type of person that I loved to exercise, believe it or not. Loved it. Loved exercising. I enjoyed eating certain things. Y'all, excuse me, it's cold. I done turned my car off, and then now I got the sniffles a little bit. I got the sniffles a little bit. What in the world? Y'all, excuse me. These people crazy out here. And, but yeah. But people always found it weird. They were like, oh, you big, but you like to exercise? Yeah, it's fun. And, you know, it's great for the heart. You know what I'm saying? It's many heart diseases that are out here. I don't know. It's just crazy how I like stuff that's great for me, especially given my family history. Got a lot of heart disease and all that stuff in my family. I've been blessed. Lord, I have been blessed to be as big as I am and not have diabetes and all this other stuff. Only thing I ever have had in my life is asthma. I was born with that. So, you know what I'm saying? I have asthma. I'm blind. Where my glasses at? Oh, Lord. Oh. Got my glasses on deck because I'm blind as a bat. I've been blind. I've been wearing glasses since kindergarten. Jesus, it's sad. But I get that honest because almost all my daddy folks blind. Almost all of them blind. So I couldn't help that. I was going to get that anyway. Because all of it, when I tell you all of us wear glasses, all of us. Oh my gosh. Me, my brother, and my sister, we all wear glasses. But yeah, y'all, I ain't want this to be too long. I didn't mean for this to get away from me like that. But it kind of turned into more than what I expected. Hopefully it'll reach somebody in some way. Because this is just going to be, I guess, a story time or something. Or an update about me. But yeah, y'all, like I said, I'm going to get back into the things that I've been trying to do after my birthday passes. So, after my birthday weekend. So that Monday after my birthday. I'm going to get back on the track that I want to be on. Doing what I've been doing. Eating what I want to eat. That will, you know, continue to be beneficial to my body. I do plan on staying huge to a certain extent. I feel like I'm going to stay juicy because I've always had some size on me, but it was just when a lot of depression really, really, really set in when I became older. I think that after I got raped when I was in college, some of my old traumas like came back to the forefront. And then that's when the stomach came. And that's when the back fat came. Because I've always been juicy. But I just didn't have a stomach. And I didn't have back rolls. So yeah, I'm going to be losing. But you know, it's going to fluctuate. I don't know if it's ever going to be something that's going to be consistent. Where I can continuously just keep it off. Or whatever. It would be nice. But I do want to just stay healthier. And want to get out and do more like I used to. So I'm working towards that, trying to get my energy back and just do more. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully I'll be able to start vlogging or whatever, just so I can take y'all along with me sometimes when I get out in these parks and things. But if I do that, I'm going with somebody because they be doing the most out here. I ain't got time to they be really out here doing the most. So that's one thing. But even if I don't do that, I have a plan for that. And I'm actually about to implement that plan. But I'm going to get more cardio in after I get off work. So, yeah. Anyway, I hope somebody enjoys this video. Please encourage me in a very nice manner to, you know, get it back out there and continue doing what I was doing before, you know, this Chic-Fil-A breakfast came into play. I am about to go inside of this store and get my errands going because I just had to stop and get that real quick because I ain't got time for them to close up. You know they ain't open tomorrow. I ain't got time to be fiending for a sandwich, a biscuit, and they ain't here. I ain't got time. And I'm not cooking anything today, so this might be the only thing I eat today. No, I'm probably eat some fruit or something later. Yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do. But yeah. Anyway, thank y'all so much for all of your support. If you want to donate something to me for my birthday, cash at me at AL Thick Madame. Thank you so much. Bye.